Silence, please. Please. Sir, please, sir. Bosun, sir. Sir, bosun, bosun. अच्छा 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 ठीक আছে স্যার আলয় বাবু আসুন স্যার আর শিল্পীশ্রী ম্যাডাম কই আসবেন দেখুন স্যার হ্যাঁ স্যার হ্যাঁ প্লিজ সাইলেন্স প্লিজ আই রিকোয়েস্ট অল অফ ইউ প্লিজ পেছনে লাস্টে সাইলেন্স I request all of you please keep quiet please Sir, আপনি আসুন Sir, please. বন্ধু কই ফোন করো লাইভটা কে করবে ডাকুন কই আসুন গো ম্যাডাম আরে উপরে তাড়াতাড়ি আসুন ও স্যার তাহলে শুরু করি বললো আসছে ও এখনই আমি বললাম বললো আসছি ওকে ঠিক আছে স্যার শুরু করছি ওকে please silence please you all are research scholar so please okay so good afternoon respected teachers and my dear research scholar and other student present over here I, Dr. Sunil Kumar Yadav, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, ESSBC College, would like to welcome you all in this special lecture series on entrepreneurship development, which is organized by Research Center, Coastal Environmental Studies, in collaboration with IQSC, ESSBC College. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest who will be instrumental in enriching our special lecture series. Firstly, we have Dr. Surajit Das, Associate Professor, Institute of Management Studies, Kolkata. Next, we have with us Dr. Sandeep Nandi, Assistant Professor, Institute of Management Studies, Kolkata. We are really grateful to you, sir, for being with us, managing your busy schedules. Joining us today, Dr. Deepak Kumar Tamili, Honorable Principal and Chief Patron of this program. Dr. Tamili's guidance and leadership have been instrumental in organizing this event, and his presence adds immense value to our discussion on the present issue. We are also honored to have Dr. Alay Chand Biswas, coordinator of IQSC of EGRA SSB College. So on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to extend my hearty congratulations to all the members who are remain present here. And I extend my warm welcome to each of our esteemed guests who are truly grateful for your valuable contribution on this program. Once again, I welcome all of you to this program. So at very first, I request our member of reception committee to felicitate our resource person one by one. Please, sir. Base. জোরে হাততালি একটা। জোরে হাততালি। Next, I request our resource person to please come forward and please water the plant. Please, sir. সৌরভ ভালো করে ছবি নেবে। সৌরভ বাবু আসুন একটু জল দিয়ে দিন স্যার, প্লিজ স্যার। Thank you very much, all of you, for your support. So with this, we are concluding our inaugural session. At very first, I request our Honorable Principal to come on dais and say a few words about entrepreneurship development and this program. So over to you, sir.
Good morning. It's really a good venture that have taken by our Research Center of ESSBC College. So thanks to our coordinator and other associates. I first of all, thanks to Dr. Surojit Das, Associate Professor, Institute of Management Study, Kolkata, and also Dr. Sandeep Nandi, Assistant Professor, Institute of Management Study, Kolkata, and Dr. Aloychan Dissas, Coordinator IQAC, and all research students of our Coastal Environmental Research Center. Actually, today, two programs, forenoon program entrepreneurship and afternoon session research methodology, and totally organized by Research Center, and afternoon session both Research Center and Library Department. Actually, entrepreneurship process of identifying, creating and pursuing opportunity to establish a new business center, venture, or innovate within its existing organization. However, today our research scholar and student that importance of entrepreneurship, just like fostering innovation and creativity, that encourage students and research scholars to think outside the box and explore new ideas and develop innovative solutions to real world problems. And secondly, enhancing career opportunities. That is, skills are highly valued in today's competitive job markets. Thirdly, developing leaderships and management skills that helps individuals to develop crucial leadership and management skills. Fourthly, encouraging self-employment and job creation. Fifth, bridging gap between academia and industries. Entrepreneurship develops bridging gap between theoretical knowledge gained in academic setting and practical application in the real world. And lastly, promoting economic development and social change. Entrepreneur, agents of economic development and social change, and their venture that generate employment, introduce new technology, and address social issues. However, I am giving here preliminary ideas of entrepreneurship. Our both resource person giving in details today's entrepreneur on entrepreneurship. I lastly again thanks to all our colleagues, students and resource person. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Principal Sir, for your valuable words. Next, I request our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Aloychan Dissas, to come on dais and say a few words. Please, sir.
Good morning, everybody. On the dais, we have among us Dr. Deepak Kumar Tamili, who is presiding over the inaugural part of this today's special lecture, that is entrepreneurship development, organized by the Research Center of Egra Saroda Shashibhushan College in collaboration with IQAC. And on the dais also present two resource persons, Dr. Surojit Das, Associate Professor, Institute of Management Study, Kolkata, and Dr. Sandeep Nandi, Assistant Professor, Institute of Management Study, Kolkata. And overall, there is also present on the dais Dr. Sunil Kumar Jadhav, Head Department of Commerce, and also in front of me, there are present my colleagues belonging to various departments of the college, as well as the participants, the research scholars, as well as the students. I don't want to waste any more time, because we directly want to go to our topic, that is the entrepreneurship development special talk. First of all, I offer my heartfelt thanks to the members of all the members of the research cell for taking this initiative to organize this special talk, because it will come into great effect for the college in near future when we are to face the NAC inspection. Not only for the NAC inspection, but also we require this type of special lecture, because I think this idea will be elaborated before you by the two research persons. But I just want to say one thing, that we human beings are born with some inborn qualities, but these inborn qualities are to be perfected. If we want to perfect these inborn qualities, we require some training, some skills we have to acquire. And entrepreneurship development means how to acquire the skills, how to acquire the art of managing and utilizing our inborn qualities. And it is very necessary, because we do not think that all of us will get into the government jobs, government services in future. Many of us may go to the fields of business and management, and there this type of development of artistic skill and that is skill and art to handle or manage so many matters and affairs. That is why this type of program is of highly necessity to all of us. I congratulate my colleagues for organizing this talk, and I think that all the participants, all the research scholars as well as the student participants will be benefited immensely by this special talk. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words. With this, I would like to move to the main session. In the first session, we will have Dr. Sandeep Nandi. Actually, sir is very renowned in the field of accounting, finance and entrepreneurship development. He has worked in various places and he has collaborated with various institutions. So as he is very renowned in the field of accounting and finance, sir does not need any introduction in this field, but as a custom, I have to introduce him. And I will take the honor to introduce sir in front of all of you. Dr. Sandeep Nandi is Head Department of MBA at IBMR Kolkata under the Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal, India. He did his MCOM, MBA, MPhil in Management with Financial Engineering specialization and PhD in Management with International Finance from Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal, India. He has also completed his Masters of Science in Data Analytics from Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad University of Technology, Postgraduate Diploma in Journalism and Mass Communication from Jadavpur University, West Bengal, India, and also FDP from IIT Kharagpur. He is also associated with Department of MCOM, BBA and MBA of Raiganj University, Xavier's College, University of Calcutta, Vidyasagar University, and many more. He has over 18 years of teaching experience at the postgraduate level with continuous service. He is also an invited member of various academic bodies in different state universities in India and foreign university. Dr. Nandi has acted as coordinator of entrepreneurship development cell, consultant and legal advisor of so many companies, external member of different university in board of studies. Dr. Nandi so far contributed more than 20 papers in reputed professional and academic journals like Springer, Elsevier. He has one textbook of accounts and finance for engineer to his credit. Under his supervision, researchers and scholars pursuing their PhD and MPhil degrees, respectively. Dr. Nandi has attended many seminars, conferences in India and abroad, and also acted as resource person in many several national and international seminars. So we are fortunate enough that we have with us a person of such a repute. Today he will speak on entrepreneurial marketing. So next I request Dr. Nandi to come on dais and enlighten us, sir. Please, sir. Sir, please, sir. Over to you, sir. Please enlighten us.
Very good afternoon, respected chairperson, my dear friends and colleagues. I am very fortunate to get this chance in front of you, like renowned academicians and the research scholars who are associated with this research center. So today we will discuss about the proactivity and key to strategizing entrepreneurial marketing. And I wish to share my experience with you all research scholars and renowned professors. What is proactive in entrepreneurship? First, we will try to understand why we are using the term proactive in entrepreneurship. According to the dictionary, proactivity of a person or action, that means creating or controlling a situation rather than just responding to it after it has happened. And the studies shows that having a proactive personality can be an indicator of entrepreneurial aspirance and success. That means from where we will start our journey and within a few years where we are. How we will be able to establish our brand and what is the potentiality of that particular brand. That means we will try to understand about the market segmentation, and if it is a newborn baby, that means if it is a startup, when we will start our journey with the product life cycle over the period of time, like different stages: introduction, growth, maturity, saturation. So, how we will sustain in the market for a continuous period. So, the studies show that having a proactive personality and can be an indicator of entrepreneurial aspiration and success. So behaviors of proactive entrepreneurs often include risking their personal finances, personal relationships, and alternative career opportunities based primarily on an idea, comparing dimensions of their personalities to resolute employees who occupy the other end of the workforce spectrum may highlight the most salient and enduring differences between the entrepreneurs and non-entrepreneurs. That means when we are going to start in any new business or new ventures, so there is a risk associated. So, how many times we will take the risk and how we will start our journey and where we will meet. So we have to understand by the some indicators. How to be proactive? So do you want to make the decision to work toward becoming a more proactive individual? Well, the good news for you, this is the first step in transforming your mindset, making the decision that you want to become more proactive in itself is an active measure. So, how you are going to measure? So, this is also an important part of a decision-making process. So, turn a negative situation into a positive situation. There is always opportunity. So if we go through with the SWOT analysis in any organization, that is strength, weakness, opportunities and threat. So who are the other competitors operating in the market? What are their business strategy and who are the leader in that particular field? We have to follow them. If we against them, so it will be really very difficult to establish. Okay, it may be sometimes it requires also. So how you will strategies, you will formulate your strategies, so you have to plan on that. So turn a negative situation into a positive situation. There is always opportunity, even if the opportunity is leaving a bad situation behind. So find a minor problem and consciously tackle it head on. Embrace a change in your life rather than fearing it. Set a small goal. So you have to fix your objective, mission and goal. So and then you will be able to achieve that. And pursue it until you reach it. Take fault for some time, something and shake it off. What are the attributes? The attributes of a proactive entrepreneur. So one study, Van Ness Architect, suggests that proactive entrepreneurs revealed significantly stronger work certainty, self-reliance, and had a can-do belief related to entrepreneur self-efficacy. So proactive FT entrepreneurs to report significantly higher level of emotional stability and consciousness given the fact they have so much at stake. So furthermore, they often must sacrifice personal time to work long hours in their business and presumably demonstrating their ability to delay the gratification. So how you will measure what will be the attributes? So it's also an important part of a proactive entrepreneur. So now we will discuss about the entrepreneurial marketing, because we have to look into the different segment like finance, human resource, marketing, data analytics, management information systems. So now we will discuss about the specific area entrepreneurial marketing. Entrepreneurial marketing is not the same as the traditional marketing. It follows a bottom-up approach. This means that ideas are developed first before finding a target audience or segment. That means to whom we are going to communicate, who are our target customer, for whom we are going to produce our product or manufacturing, or we are doing our business, for whom. First we have to communicate them, and who are the other competitors operating in the market, we have to follow them. What are their price, what are their promotional strategies, and how we will set our objective, mission, goal, and so for that we need to split the market, that is segmentation of market. Unlike the traditional market, which focuses on finding a target audience first. Once the entrepreneur manages to identify a market, they would test the product through trial and error. Then they would serve the customers by satisfying their needs. So you have to meet your target customer. So proactive approach allows firms to constantly evaluate different techniques to determine what works best for them. To succeed as an entrepreneur, it is crucial to test the waters and come up with a unique marketing strategy that allows you to attract customers to your product. Because when you are going to set the different kinds of strategy or promotional tools and techniques of management, so it may not be successful for your particular product. So immediately you have to go through the marketing research. If it is first-hand data, so first you have to collect the sample or collect the data from the market, primary data. Or if it is on the basis of the secondary data, so immediately you have to go through with the secondary data, and again you have to formulate another model for that particular product. So this is an error and trial method. So now I will show you the difference between entrepreneurial marketing and the traditional marketing. The traditional marketing, an essentially reactive stance with respect to the external environment, whereas the entrepreneurial marketing, the firm attempts to influence or redefine aspects of the external environment. And traditional marketing, we will see that marketing strives to follow the customers serving existing markets. Focal point is efficient management of the marketing mix. All of you know the marketing mix, that is product, price, place, promotion. And risk is to be minimized. Whereas in the entrepreneurial marketing, marketing strives to lead the customers, creating new markets. That means always we are looking the new market. Okay. So focal point is new value creation for the customer through the relationship, alliances, resource management approaches, and the marketing mix. And risk is necessary, and marketing's job is to manage the firm's risk profile in the calculated fashion. Because when we are going to start a new venture, so there is risk associated. So all of we know the term efficient frontier point.
how many days I will take the risk, and at what point I will optimize our risk. So you have to understand about that. And elements of proactive entrepreneurial marketing. What is that? That customer intensity. These aspects focuses on the enthusiasm, passion, zeal, and belief in marketing that help to make the company successful. It is believed that a customer intensity element strengthens the core values of the company and the passion for the customer. So marketers can change customers' attitude and focus on managing the dynamic relationships with them because they are regarded as valuable assets to achieve success in the market environment. So customer intensity represents the foundation for value creation. Customer intensity is an element that explains that continuous innovation. An entrepreneurial company should continuously generate the creative ideas and convert them into new or adapted products, services or processes. Say for example, nowadays you will see so many companies are preparing the liquid chocolate. This is a new concept. So these are the continuous process. You have to innovate to attract your customers. So it represents a powerful strategy for entrepreneur in SMEs because it emphasizes on improving existing products or services via the introduction of new features. Because who are the existing product operating in the market, the similar type of product when we are going to launch from our company. So what are the differences? So you have to highlight that. What are the prices of the other competitors and what is the price of our product? So if you highlight that, what are the ingredients? So then customer will be able to identify the differences. So in this way, we will be able to establish our brand in the market. So SMEs can generate these novel ideas and understand about customers' needs in more details by collaborating with various business stakeholders and collecting the desired data through marketing research. So innovative enterprises focuses on adapting advanced technologies and regularly collect necessary data about target markets to improve their products, services and operational processes. So now there is a question, when we will collect the data for the purpose of the marketing research? In which stages of the product life cycle it is required? It is required in every stage of product life cycle. Before launching that product, we need the survey. We have to collect the information from the market. What are the needs? What are the other competitors' price? What are the customer's choice about the packaging of that particular product? So before launching the product, it is also required. So when we will introduce the product, sometimes you will see after doing the similar type of research, when we are going to launch the product is not marketable. That means they are not getting the market share. That means there are some error in the marketing research. So again we will go for market research. So in every stage of product life cycle, marketing research is required. If it is an established brand, after 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, so we need the market research. Why? When we are operating in the market, we have established our brand in the market, we have a market share, still we require the market research, because there are so many companies entering in the market regularly. So for that, gradually I am losing the market share. So for the purpose of the sustainability in the market, we require the advertisement and the other different promotional tools and techniques. Say for example, Lux soap. It is operating in the market more than 50 years. Still they are for the purpose of their promotional purpose, regular basis they are advertising their product in electronic media and the audio visual and print media also. Why? If they stop their advertising, immediately they will lose their market share, because who are the other competitors operating in the market, they will try to grab the market share immediately. And so many customers will think, I am not habituated with that particular brand last 2 to 3 months or 6 months. That means it may be the product is not available in the market. So these are the different kinds of psychology of customers. So you have to understand the psychology of the customer and you have to reach your customers. Okay. So innovative entrepreneurship, the enterprises focuses on adopting advanced technologies and regularly collect the necessary data about target markets to improve their products, services and operational processes. So it is a opportunity driven. It is recognizing an opportunity in all types of circumstances. Specifically, being opportunity driven is about looking at bad condition and turning it around in the sea of the opportunity. That means in the product life cycle, there are different stages, what I have already said: introduction, growth, maturity, saturation, and then declining. That means you are gradually losing your market share. And who are the other competitors? They are increasing with their market share. So I will not be able to sustain in the market. So after few days or few months, we will reach in the break-even point. That means no profit, no loss. And after that, it may be in the shutdown point. And sometimes you will see the company started with the new innovation and start their journey from the shutdown point to rejuvenation of that particular product. So once again they start their life. It is like a human being. So like every product has a life like human being. So initially introduction, growth, maturity, saturation and declining like human being. The newborn baby, then he will start the school going, then college going, then he becomes adult and start their career, and at the end of the life they will retire from their life, and rest of the life he will enjoy with their family. So like human life, the product has also a life. Every product has an estimated life. So opportunity driven, it is recognizing an opportunity in all the types of circumstances. Specifically being opportunity driven is about looking at the bad condition. Bad condition, that means when we are losing the market share. So how we will formulate the new strategy? The strategic business units, so many companies, they are using the different also. The MPBU, that is matured product business unit, there is two different business division for the purpose of the strategy formulation. So then they will sit together with the different marketing, finance, HR division, and they will try to formulate the new model and reintroduce their product for the innovative idea and to grab the market share, and turning it around the new opportunity when they are looking for the new market. Say for example, that any biscuit company, they are basically metropolitan or city base. When there is a saturated market, then they are looking for the rural marketing. So nowadays, so many branded biscuits you will get every corner of the country because they are looking for the expansion of their business. So strategic flexibility is also an important part. An entrepreneurial company should show a willingness to continuously review and adjust its strategies, action plans, methods of resource allocation, structure, culture, and management systems. So calculated risk taking, it means pursuing the new opportunities. Entrepreneurs take calculated risks, but some can be fatal for the future of the company. And proactiveness in redefining. That is, entrepreneurs are aware of the importance of the external marketing environment. That means we cannot predict who are the other competitors, how they will promote their product, what are the political economy of the country. We cannot predict what will happen tomorrow. So, this is not in our hand. But we can understand what will be the prospect of our product by our manufacturing process, our marketing style, what is the costing of that particular product, and how we will design for the promotional tools and techniques of our product. We can do that, but we cannot predict who are the other competitors, how they will promote. So, they do not take it as given. They perceive it as a horizon of possibilities. In other words, entrepreneurs try to redefine the elements of the external environment to reduce its uncertainty, because every business is associated with the risk and uncertainty. So reduce dependence and vulnerability of the company and or modify the environment in which the company operates. Proactiveness exists when an enterprise acts in advance to make significant changes before others. It is highly adopted by entrepreneurs as an approach to distinguish themselves from their rivals by providing new or novel products and services before them. So the proactiveness dimension is mainly catered towards identifying promising opportunities and exploiting them to gain the greatest financial benefits. And it is the ability of an entrepreneur to make significant projections through deliberate understanding of market environment and dynamics in the institutional forces. So, from there we will reach that resource leverage. Since the entrepreneur's ambitions usually exceed their resources, they are forced to use their resources in the best possible way. They leverage their resources, they use resources for much longer than others have used them in the past. Because from the previous data, if we go through the time series analysis, we will understand, and from that data we can predict. That means the forecasting technique, when we will use with that previous data, then they use the resources for much longer than others have been used them in the past. They use resources that others do not view as resources. They use other people's or companies' resources to fulfill their own goals, and they blend one resource with another to create a greater combined value. Effectiveness resource leveraging appears through recognizing the optimal use of resources to satisfy the corporate goals. So, when we will discuss about the value driven, that means making value as the primary objective, the industry has to be aware about it. Because of it, the advantages is depending on it. Because who are the other competitors operating in the market? What are the difference with them? What is our advantages? What is our extra ingredients? So value creation can be realized through combining unique resources to build brand image and generate high profit margin. Sometimes customers are bored with the particular brand or the brand logo. And sometimes company, the established brand, change their logo. Why? Because this is known as the brand refreshment. Because customers are bored with that particular brand logo. And sometimes they try to collaborate jointly with other companies. Sometimes it is amalgamation, absorptions, and reconstructions also. So it can also be defined as the ability of marketers to detect and exploit the business opportunities and act upon them through creating a product or service with distinctive features to satisfy existing needs. The best innovative approaches to value creation should be determined by the firms through relevant marketing research. So entrepreneurial marketing problems. What are the problems? Many studies on entrepreneurial and entrepreneurship around the world reveal that greatest problem areas are marketing and finance. Why? If we are not able to produce our product with optimized costing, we will not be able to reach to our customer because other competitors are providing with a low price. And if we are not able to market, that means what are the tools and techniques we are using for the purpose of the promotion about our product. If we are not able to reach to our customers, so we will not sustain in the market. So how you will advertise your product, how you will promote your product, it is also an important part when you are formulating your strategies. So finance problems are related to obtaining capital to start a new business, financing growth, cash flow management and financial control, and where obtaining the initial capital needed to build a prototype or start initial productions seems to be the most difficult. So marketing problems often reflect the lack of a marketing plan, inaccurate determination of the market size, and unreliable sales forecasts. Sound marketing is a necessary component for developing a new product or service for the market, as well as successfully selling, nurturing, and growing the company. So many entrepreneurs have a limited knowledge about the marketing and believe that all they need is an innovative product service and that all consumers will buy this product or service. This misguided belief is often caused by so-called bag mentality of entrepreneurs, where entrepreneurs are so afraid that someone will steal their idea, they put it in a bag and do not obtain any market feedback. So without market feedback, entrepreneurs may provide unsuccessful products and still expect unrealistic sales. So to be a successful entrepreneur, need to have information to determine the appropriate market segment, the price, the distribution, and the communication. Distribution means the distribution channel from manufacturer to the customer or consumer, how we will reach from manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to distributor, distributor to retailer, retailer to customer, customer to consumer. So in this channel, if there is any of the channel feel bad or they are not satisfied, your product may not be successful. And sometimes you will see the product may not available in your particular area, whereas they are operating in the market last 25 years or 50 years. That means there is a problem in the distribution channel. Okay. So what are the profit they are getting for every point, that is wholesaler, retailer, distributor, how many percentage they are getting, and who are the other competitors operating in the market if they are offering more. So retailers are not ready to sell your brand. So how you will convince them? So you have to formulate the strategy. So many entrepreneurs have a limited knowledge about the marketing, and they believe that all the need is an innovative product and service, and that all consumer will buy their product. So in those cases, who are the entrepreneur, if they don't have the specific idea about the market, definitely they will communicate with the marketing specializations people, and they will guide them how to promote their product, in which media they will use for the purpose of the promotional of that particular product, like audio, visual or print media. Okay.
So without market feedback, entrepreneurs may provide unsuccessful products and still
Expect unrealistic sales. What does it mean? So they are expecting that they will grab the 50% of the market share from the first month. It is not possible. So gradually you have to grab the market share, and you have to sustain in the market. You have to aware your customer about the brand, and so for that initial stage, advertisement is also an important part. And after 1 year or 2 years, if the product quality is good, so word of mouth it will spread. So word of mouth is a good vehicle for the purpose of the advertisement. So to be a successful entrepreneur, need to have information to determine the appropriate split of the market, that is market segmentation, to whom you are going to communicate. And then you have to set your price. Where you will set your price, that customer will be able to meet your price. Many customers, many entrepreneurs can be bad marketing managers. Very often entrepreneurs underestimate the time and effort needed to accomplish a certain marketing task and overestimate the sales that will result. This results in poor marketing plans. A poor marketing plan may even cause the loss of the business when the entrepreneur is tied to the specific sales objective and performance by the funding source. So now I will show you some examples, the reality, what is happening, what we have discussed, the theoretical background of the marketing for the entrepreneur or the startup. And from these examples, it will be more easier for understanding how they are operating. The examples of proactive entrepreneurial marketing. All of we know brand Paytm. Nowadays, all of we are using this. So Paytm began as a digital wallet in its early days, and not yet had changed into what it is today. The FinTech administration has had the option to arise as the top fintech organization even in the wake of confronting savage early rivalry from brands like Freecharge. Paytm's user base developed from 125 million to 185 million 3 months post demonetization. So Vijay Shekhar Sharma, who was battling to make a decent living with rupees 10 in his pocket, tested Trump the most difficult way possible, and today he remains as the author of the billion-dollar local unicorn. So, how an entrepreneur establishes their brand? Next example of OEO. All of you know the brand OEO. Ritesh Agarwal is the founder of unicorn startup OEO, who made the OEO one of the largest hotel chains in the world. They currently operate in more than 800 urban areas across countries like India, China, Brazil, Japan, United States, and other 80 plus countries. So, Arnab was the greatest motivation for Ritesh Agarwal, who began his journey as a traveler, and when he found a huge problem in the hotels, he took it as an opportunity to become an entrepreneur by solving the problem. So these are the real life story of entrepreneur. All of you aware about the brand Ola Cab. So Ola Cab began by the IIT Bombay graduates Vivash and Ankit, has arisen to be the most conspicuous industry in India, portability specialized organization in the country that offers its administration across 50 urban areas in India and is equally spread across nations including the UK, Australia and New Zealand also. So the possibility of Ola, a taxi total startup, came from the Bhavesh horrendous experience, and simultaneously he was venturing out from the Bangalore to Bandipur, where the driver of his taxi abandoned him in no place over a bombed arrangement bargain. So this is a good startup stories. So these are the real life story nowadays. Another story of Byju's. Nowadays everybody is well aware about the brand Byju's because they are selling the education. So Byju's began as a simple e-learning stage, however has developed to get quite possibly the most famous and profoundly confined the edtech brands across India. The stage established by Baiju Ravindran and Divya Gokulnath gives internet mentoring meeting to understudies goes from study material of class 6 to material about different competitive examinations like IAS, CAT, GRE and so many. And Byju's had enlisted 35 million clients on its learning application with 2.4 million paid endorsers. So once you will set your material and you are selling the same material to the million of people. So within a few days, how you will establish your brand. So these are the real life story of Byju's, Ola, like this. Okay. So another brand is Flipkart. So the Walmart obtained online business organization Flipkart remains as the biggest web-based business stage in India. And today the web-based business stage has extended its business skylines by foraying into the video web-based industry with Flipkart Video Originals. Sachin Bansal and Bini Bansal began as an online bookshop that made around 20 effective shipments in its first year of working. So it was not late before the stage began catching individuals' eye that made it the top online retail market ever. Nowadays, everybody is associated with the technology, and last 2 to 3 years, nowadays it's the habit of every individual to purchase something by online. We are habituated with this, and so many startups are trying to grab this opportunity. So these are the real life story of an entrepreneur. So when you will establish your startup, how you will segment your market, to whom you are going to communicate, who are the existing customer or who are the future customer, you have to make a bridge, and then you will be able to reach to your customer. Okay, so these are the ways of the formulation and the strategies for the entrepreneurship marketing. Okay, thank you all of you. If any one of you have any question, you can ask me. I'll try to my level best to answer you. If any one of you have any question.
Thank you very much, Shandip Babu, for discussing all these things in very lucid manner. Actually, that's why we don't have any question. Thank you very much, sir, once again, from my core of my heart, for joining us, managing your busy schedules. Next week's speaker, we have with us Dr. Surajit Das. So as a formality, I will introduce him in front of all of you. Dr. Surajit Das is working as Associate Professor in Department of MBA at Institute of Management Study, Kolkata, under Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal. He did his MCom from University of Calcutta, MBA from the University of Bardhaman, and PhD on International and Indian Accounting Standard from Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal. He has also completed MCom in Finance from Pondicherry Central University and several other degrees from various institutes in accounting and finance. He is also associated with MBA department, Heritage Business School, Kazi Nazrul University, Asansol, and impaneled faculty of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Institute, Ministry of MSME, Government of India, Kolkata, MSME DI, Kolkata. He has over 15 years of teaching experience at postgraduate level with continuous service. He is also invited member of various academic bodies of various institutes and universities. Dr. Das has published more than 30 papers in reputed professional and academic journals. Under his supervision, researchers and scholars pursuing their PhD and MPhil degree respectively. Dr. Das has attended many seminars and conferences in India and abroad, and also acted as a resource person in several national and international seminars. So we are thankful to you, sir, for being with us. Today he will be speaking on entrepreneurship financing. So sir, please sir, come on the dais and enlighten us, sir.
Good afternoon, respected faculty member from different department, HOD sir, commerce, and my beloved student. Today we are gathered here for a brainstorming session based on entrepreneurship development. Now let's make this session as an interactive session. Okay. Interactive session means you can ask the question, you can give the answer at any point of time. I can ask the question, I can give the answer at any point of time, either in English or Bengali or Hindi. There is no problem at all. Now, my first question is that what is your expectation from this workshop? Ki asha korcho? What type of thing you want to go to your home from this workshop? Anyone? Last bench. Ki asha korcho ekhan theke? What is your expectation? Anyone? এই ওয়ার্কশপ থেকে কি আশা করছো? রিসার্চ করা, বিজনেস করা, am I right? How many of you dream about to start a particular business? Please raise your hand. কে কে বিজনেস করার কথা ভাবছো? Nobody. Okay. The thing is that if you think that out of this workshop you motivate yourself to start a particular business, now my request is that please demotivate yourself by motivating my word, because if you consider a particular egg, if the force come from outside, there is no life. If you consider that egg and the force come from inside, a new life will born. Am I right or wrong? So, if you have the passion, if you have the vision, if you have the objective, if you are a hard-working person, you can do a particular job without any monetary consideration. Let's start your business. Otherwise, you can select your 10 to 5 job. Now today, we are going to discuss 3 words related to entrepreneurship. One is V, F and X. What is the full form of VFX? Forget about entrepreneurship, startup, seed company, seed financing. What is the full form of VFX? Any idea? It's related to movie. What is the full form? How many of you have seen Adi Purush? How many of you have seen Ravan? Yeah. What is VFX? VFX? Visual effect. That means, think about a dense forest, 300 years back, there is a fountain, there is a top-notch bird come from the sky, there is a big bird, big lion, something like that. Am I right? That is called visual effect. But in entrepreneurship, it is called vision, F for finance, and X for X factor. If you have 3 things, vision, finance, and X factor, you can succeed in your business. That is the formula to start and get success in a particular business. V, F and X. Vision, finance and X factor. What is X factor? What is X factor? I'll discuss, but still I want to know what do you mean by X factor for a particular company? Why we always prefer X company, X brand product, when the other company also provide the similar kind of product? What is X factor? How many of you know the full form of USP? Unique selling proposition. That means there must be some uniqueness about your company, about your service, about your product, so that you can differentiate yourself from the competitor. Now today we will discuss about these 3 words: vision, finance and X factor, which can positively affect on your dream to achieve your goal. Now, what is vision? I have already given a Google definition. Google definition, vision means a picture about the future, what you are dreaming about the future. Now, I just want to know, after 5 years, where you can see yourself. Anyone? 5 বছর পরে কি করতে চাও, মানে কি রকম ভাবে নিজেকে দেখতে চাও? Anyone, please? As an assistant professor, that is the job portion. Apart from this, a small flat, a small car, a foreign tour, that is the dream. So that kind of picture we have already formulate in our brain, that after 5 years I want to see myself in that position, with a car, with a flat, with a foreign tour, with a job, with a respectable job. So there is a famous Japanese proverb. Proverb is, vision without action is a daydream. Vision without action is a daydream, and action without vision is a nightmare. বাংলা করলে যেটা দাঁড়ায়, স্বপ্ন দেখব কিন্তু কাজ করব না, সেটা হচ্ছে দিবা স্বপ্ন। আর কাজ করব কিন্তু আমার মধ্যে কোনো স্বপ্ন নেই, সারা জীবন কাজ করে যেতে হবে, কোনো কিছু অ্যাচিভ করতে পারবে না। Am I right or wrong? Suppose I want to achieve something, that means I have a vision. For that reason, I have created my action and implement that action in my day-to-day life. Suppose I want to purchase a particular t-shirt, say the price of that t-shirt is 5,000 rupees. I have only 3,000 and 2,000 I have to collect so that I can purchase that t-shirt, because that t-shirt is my dream. That t-shirt is my dream. Now to achieve my dream, I have to collect 2,000 rupees. Now in a broad daylight, you are sitting in your bed or in your drawing room, or thinking about how to purchase that t-shirt. After wearing that kind of t-shirt, what is my look? How can I interpret myself? So that is nothing but your daydream. There is no action. You just thinking on a particular thing. আমাকে কেমন লাগবে এই টি-শার্টটা পরলে, কিন্তু 2000 টাকা যে শর্ট পড়েছে সেটা কিভাবে জোগাড় করব সেটার কোনো অ্যাকশন নেই। So that is called daydream. And for that reason I have to do the action. I have to cut my budget, I have to cut my pocket money, I have to leave the Ola service, I have to board the bus at a regular basis so that I can collect 2,000 rupees and purchase that kind of t-shirt. So that is the action. I have cut my pocket money, I have cut Ola service, private Ola service, and I prefer to go by bus. So that is the action. So vision and with simultaneous action create a successful man. Vision without action is meaningless. Action without vision is meaningless. Now anyone please tell me, what kind of information provide by that particular picture? কি ইনফরমেশন দিচ্ছে এই পিকচারটা? Anyone? কি ইনফরমেশন দিচ্ছে এই ছবিটা? কি ইনফরমেশন দিচ্ছে? yes, last bench please. আরে কিছু হবে না, ওঠো। হ্যাঁ, চিন্তা ভাবনা করছে। দেখো, we can interpret that picture by two ways. One is, there is n number of vision. We don't have a particular objective. আজ আমি ওটা করব, কাল সেটা করব, পরশু ওটা করব। So there are multiple objectives. There is no clear cut vision. Am I right? And if you think about that particular man without any action. Am I right? So we can interpret that kind of picture by two ways: vision without action and action without vision. So you have to concentrate on vision as well as the action, so that you can create, you can make your dream into reality. Now let's come some picture. Who is this? Any idea? Any idea from anyone? Who is this? Don't Google. Google korbe na keu. Who is this? কে বলছে? Who is this? That person is called Ritesh Agarwal. That person is called Ritesh Agarwal. He was a school dropout student. At the age of 13, he was start to selling the SIM card. Am I right? Now, at the age of 17, he established a particular company that is called hotel chain business. Now, he's at the age of 29, his net worth near about 7,000 crore, and he is having 60,000 rooms across the globe. Now, এটা যদি ভিতর থেকে না থাকতো, if it is not in your inside, is it possible to create? Is it possible to create if it is not in your inside, to do something, to create something for the society, to create something for myself, to create something for the family? Is it possible to create that kind of thing when a person at the age of 13, he was selling the SIM card? Now he is the owner of 7,000 crore rupees. Okay, so that is called success. If you want to taste the actual taste of success, you have to burn yourself. You have to burn yourself so that you can get the actual taste of success. Next is Sachin Bansal and Binay Bansal. Who is this? Please. Flipkart founder. They basically the ex-employee of Amazon. They basically ex-employee of Amazon. Okay, please be seated. Now, and they are the graduate from IIT Delhi. IIT Delhi graduate, and first they established an online based trading site for selling the books. After that, gradually they include electronics item, they include garments, they include X number of items in their e-commerce site. Now, how many of you, whenever you want to purchase a particular product, purchase it from Flipkart? Please raise your hand. ফ্লিপকার্ট থেকে যদি অনলাইনে কিনতে চাও তাহলে কোথা থেকে কিনবে? অ্যামাজন। ফ্লিপকার্ট কতজন, অ্যামাজন কতজন? ফ্লিপকার্ট 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 12 13. Amazon is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 13:8. Now you can imagine the quantification of success. How to quantify the success? When we compare two e-commerce sites, one is Flipkart, another is Amazon, you can get the actual information, that is 13:8, near about 50% more compare from its competitor. Now who is this? Ashish Hemrajani. Ashish Hemrajani, famous for what? Famous for what? Do you know Book My Show? Book My Show. Whenever we want to watch a particular cinema, we always prefer multiplex. For that reason, and nowadays we don't want to move to the ticket counter. We purchase it from our mobile phone by paying through the UPI site. Am I right or wrong? In the year of 1999, that person went to South Africa. And at that time, he was sitting under a particular tree and listening radio. Okay. And at that time, South African radio announced something that they are selling rugby ticket. In the year of 1999, rugby ticket. Rugby ticket. Now from that particular point, the idea generate, if I collect all the information about the multiplex and make it centralized so that the viewer can easily collect the ticket from their home, and at the time of when the movie will start, just 5 minutes before they reach the cinema hall and enter the cinema hall. Am I right? So there is no hurdle, there is no difficulty. Now the question is that what is the similarity in between these three examples? তিনটে এক্সাম্পলের মধ্যে একটা সিমিলারিটি আছে. What is this? Yes. I can't. Vision, obviously, otherwise you can't start your business. They are creating their emperor near about 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 crore without vision. Is it possible? This is not possible. But there is a similarity in their operation. What is this similarity? Understand the necessity of the people. Last bench. 5G চলছে না 4G চলছে? 5G চলছে. They are selling the idea. They don't have the product, they don't have the service. Am I right or wrong? In case of Oyo, they don't have a hotel, not even a single hotel room. In case of Flipkart, they don't have any factory to produce any kind of product. In case of Book My Show, they don't own any kind of cinema hall. They are selling the idea. How many of you have seen the movie directed by the Oscar winner, our Satyajit Ray, that is called Mohanagar? I know that 99% no. Am I right? There is a particular scene, our legendary actor Utpal Datta, when he is passing on a particular area near about Bada Bazar with the main hero and indicating a particular food seller and say that, ওকে দেখতে পাচ্ছো রোজ 1 আনার লেবু কিনে 3 আনায় বিক্রি করে, 2 আনা প্রফিট করে. That is the quote unquote dialogue. 1 আনায় লেবু কিনে 3 আনায় বিক্রি করে, 2 আনা প্রফিট করে. Now think about 30 to 50 years before, we normally know that business is nothing but selling the product, selling the physical product. Nowadays we are selling the idea. Nowadays we are selling the idea by accumulating the technological impact. By accumulating the technological impact. When you search something in Google, it automatically, that product advertisement automatically come in your social networking site, whether it is Facebook, whether it is Instagram, whether it is Flipkart, whether it is Twitter, it is automatically come. Okay, when you purchase something, suppose you purchase a particular shoes from Amazon, automatically they give the preference that if you purchase socks with that particular shoes, the price is that. Okay, that means they are using the technology so that they create the demand for the people. 20 years back, 20 বছর আগে, we never think about mobile phone. 20 বছর আগে or 25 বছর আগে, we never think about mobile phone. তাহলে কি আমরা বেঁচে নেই? তাহলে কি আমরা বেঁচে নেই? বা সেই সময় যারা বড় হচ্ছিল তারা কি বেঁচে নেই? But the company create the demand that without cell phone your life is meaningless. So that is one of the objective to become a successful entrepreneur. Create the demand of your product. Okay, and nowadays there is a technology. The product come with your purchase product is called market basket analysis. That is a part of big data analytics. Last 2 to 3 years, how many of you have seen the Hindi movie in OTT platform? How many of you have seen Hindi movie in OTT platform? There is a particular movie that is called Asur. Okay, the essence of that movie is that they predict the human behavior. They predict the human behavior so that they actually gathering the information from their historical pattern and create a particular model so that they can predict the future human activity. So for that reason, each and every time villain is one step ahead from the heroes. So that is nothing but big data analytics. So that kind of technology mixed with entrepreneurship concept, so it become the idea without any product, idea without any service, we are using the technology. Okay, now come to the next part, VFX effect, that is called finance part. Now each and everything, whether it is product, whether it is service, whether it is business, whether it is human being, there are several stages. There are several stages related with each and everything. Okay, similarly for a particular business, there are 4 stages. Now, একটা গাছ তৈরি করতে গেলে ধরো দানা থেকে তৈরি করছে, কি কি স্টেজ থাকতে পারে? How many stages are there? Suppose you want to grow palong shak. What is the stage? Tell me. First, দানা ফেলতে হবে, তাই তো, মাটিতে. That means seed. Then germination. That is startup. Then growth. And the last one, if you don't cut the spinach at the proper time, it become শুকিয়ে যাবে, তাই তো? So that is the maturity stage. So similarly, that thing is present in case of a particular business. There are 4 stages. One is called seed, another is called startup, then growth, and the last one is maturity. Now, if we are talking about finance, each and every stage there is a requirement of finance. There is a requirement of finance. From seeding to startup, then growth, and the last one is maturity. Now, from where we can collect the finance, there are several, that is nothing but the stages of your business. Now, each and every stage, I have already told that there is a requirement of finance. Now, what are the source of finance? Normally, those who are from BCom background, they can understand there are 2 type of capital required for start a particular business. One is called debt capital, another is called equity capital. Am I right? Debt capital and equity capital. Now, to start, now further we can segregate this debt capital and equity capital into several categories as per the stage of the business. Now, the first source is your friends and family. Suppose you have an idea Now you want to start that particular business. Bank e gele ki sathe sathe loan debe? Is it possible? Suppose I want to start a computer center. Is it possible je ami bank e giye bolbo amake 1 koti taka loan lagbe, please sanction this 1 crore rupees, or I have a requirement of 10 lakh rupees, please sanction these rupees? Is it possible? So at that point of time you can borrow the amount from your father, from your mother, from your relative, from your friend. So at that stage they are the source of finance. Number one. Number two is angel investor. Who are the angel investor? Who are the angel investor? How many of you watching Shark Tank? Shark Tank? Yes, yes. Shark Tank. In Shark Tank, the budding entrepreneur, they come and they demonstrate their idea. And after that, if they convinced, there is a judges panel. The judges is none other than the industrialist, the founder of Lenskart, the founder of Shadi.com, the Sugarcane founder. And if they impress and satisfied, they try to provide the loan in terms of what? Shudhu loan diye debe? With, yes, with equity. Like they calculate the net worth, and after that they claim that you have to give me 10% equity or 5% equity. For that reason I will give the money. Okay, they acting as an angel for that particular type of business. They acting as an angel for that particular type of business. Similar thing happened for the venture capital. In venture capital, what happened? In venture capital, the financial institution measure the strength and the future of a particular idea. Now according to that, if they satisfied with the growth of that particular idea, with that particular business, if they satisfied, then they will provide the loan in the form of capital. In the form of capital, and the company will mortgage some portion of equity. When the company will grow, the financial institution will sell the portion of equity and collect their amount. And the last one is bank and government. Now, as a common man, we always think that if we want to start a particular business, we have to visit or we have to go to bank or financial institution and claim a particular loan to start a particular business. But that is the last option. Why? Because bank is the most trickiest source to provide the finance. Why? Because bank don't have their own money. They collect the money from the depositor and they distribute it in the form of loan. So they will search each and everything about the prospect, about the growth, about the nature of the company, about the owner, and after that they will provide the loan. But last 5 years we have seen so many schemes provided by the central government as well as the state government as in the form of to start a particular business. There are different type of scheme. Now in the year of 2018, you don't believe, near about 20,000 startup registered with central government of India. 20,000 startup. Okay. So the schemes are Startup India Initiative, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Startup India Seed Fund Scheme, Atal Incubation Mission, Startup Accelerator, the Venture Capital Assistance, Single Point Registration Scheme, and Stand Up India Scheme. The last one, basically the assistance provide through MSMEDI, micro, small, medium scale industry, how to register your company with the portal, central government portal, so that you can get all type of facility from the central government as well as the state government. Okay, there is a particular wings provided by the central government that is called MSMEDI, and through this channel they collect the information about the new companies. Now, what are the eligibility? The eligibilities are, in case of Startup India, the company must be a private limited company or limited liability partnership, LLP, and turnover should not be exceed 100 crore. If it is exceed 100 crore, then the entity will be changed. Okay, and the benefits, the loan amount near about 5 crore to 10 crore provided by this Startup India scheme. There is a tax exemption, and first 3 years there is no EMI. There is complete relaxation. You will not pay a single penny to the loan provider for first 3 years. Okay, there is an exemption. In case of Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, what happened? They are basically segregate the startup into 3 forms. One is called Shishu, another is called Kishore, and the last one is called Tarun. Okay, they are basically provide this type of fund to the manufacturing sector, and the owner age must be 18 to 16 years. In case of Shishu, the funding amount is 50,000. For Kishore, it is 15,000 to 5 lakhs. For Tarun, it is 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. Now, Startup India Seed Fund Scheme must not be more than 2 years old fund. If it is more than 2 years old fund, you are not eligible to get that kind of loan. Okay. And the loan amount is 10 lakhs. So if you collect the loan, say 5 lakh rupees from a particular bank, you are eligible to get a loan up to 5 lakhs, not 10 lakhs. Because the debt capital should be 10 lakhs, not more than 10 lakhs. And Indian promoter or the Indian owner must be hold 51% of that company share. If he or she hold less than 51%, that means that company will not consider as an Indian company, so Indian government or the central government will not provide any kind of loan to that particular company. Now, in case of Atal Innovation Mission, that is provided to the college or university, EICT or UGC affiliated college or university, technical college, ITI, and financial support is 10 crore rupees for setting up world-class incubator, 20 lakhs financial support, that should be 20 lakhs financial support for sector specific innovation, like you are doing a research in marine area or marine product or something like that. So in that case, the funding amount is 20 lakhs, and Grant College, the funding amount is 1 crore. Now Samriddhi scheme, now I have already told that last 2 scheme, that is your single point registration scheme and Stand Up India scheme. That is basically the registration process. Suppose you are not able to register your company in MSME portal or central government portal. For that reason, you can approach to MSMEDI. They will guide how to register your company, how to create the feasibility report, what kind of document is required to register of your company, what kind of document must be uploaded to get the registration. That kind of information or that kind of guidance provided by MSMEDI. Now, how to apply for Startup India scheme? there is a particular portal that is called Startup India portal. You have to register in Startup India portal with all kind of documents, with all kind of credential, with your product feasibility or business feasibility report, where you have to prepare your forecast balance sheet, forecast profit and loss account, forecast cash flow statement, what kind of product you are going to produce, what is the nature of the product, all these things, and what is your market share after 5 years, all these things you have to mention. And after that you can submit this thing in Startup India portal, and you can don't get nervous or don't get upset that if I registered my company in Startup India portal, I will not get any kind of loan. The central government or the state government, they are ready to provide the loan. They always encourage to start a particular business, because you start a particular business means 10 people are employed. You start a particular business means 10 people get employed. When the 10 people get employed, that means 40 people can survive in our society if I consider 4 people in a particular family. So our central government India as well as state government always try to provide the loan, but that is your responsibility to submit all kind of documents, all kind of report, an authentic feasibility report or authentic feasibility study of your new venture, so that you can show themselves that the potential of your idea, the potential of your business, and you can easily get the loan. The address of MSME DI is near about beside the Indian Statistical Institute, the head office, as well as there is a branch office that is called Indian Chamber of Commerce. You can approach to them if you want to start a particular business, or you want to do your research on entrepreneurship to get the data. You can approach to MSME DI, or you can approach to Indian Chamber of Commerce or Indian Institute of Commerce. You can get all type of assistance how to get a particular loan. Okay, so I have already told X factor is nothing but your USP factor. USP factor means how could you differentiate your company, your product, your service from the competitor, and that is nothing but unique selling proposition that create the difference from your competitor. So that is the entire circle of VFX. This is not visual effect. The full form is vision, finance and X factor. If you have the vision, if you get the finance, if you have the X factor, after 10 years, whatever you are dreaming right now, after 10 years, it will become the reality, not only for you, but for your family, for your relative, for your society. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Surajit Babu, for discussing everything. You have discussed all the things related to how to finance your startup, and various members who have started their new business. So thank you very much, sir, for being with us and discussing all those things. Next, now I would like to request Dr. Deepak Bisai, Associate Professor, Department of Geography, to come on the dais and offer the official vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jadhav. So actually, we are now at the end situation of this seminar lectures series. First of all, on behalf of the Teachers Council and also the research cell of ESSBC College, I offer my gratitude and thanks to two resource persons, Dr. Surajit Das, Associate Professor, Institute of Management Study, Kolkata, and Dr. Sandeep Nandi, Assistant Professor, Institute of Management Study, Kolkata. They delivered the good lecture about the entrepreneurship and the motivation steps and the startup program that has been introduced by central government and also the state government. And it is necessary for today to create something for the society individually. And I offer my thanks to Dr. Deepak Kumar Tamili, the principal of this college and also the chairperson of this lecture series, and Dr. Alochand Bishwas, associate professor, Department of English and also coordinator of IQSC of our college, and the coordinator of Research Center, Dr. Sudipta Kumar Ghodai, and also all the participants, those who are present here to listen the motivational speech today. So thank you all. Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you, sir. So one announcement for our participant. Actually, we are concluding this session, and after 10 minutes, we will start our next session on research methodology. So I request all of you to stay there. Okay, thank you.
প্রিন্সিপাল চাইছেন একটা, প্রিন্সিপাল একটা চাইছেন, মানে প্রিন্সিপাল বললেন যে আমারটা কোথায়,